Studio Ghibli stands as anime's most prestigious and internationally recognized studio, fundamentally changing how the world views animated films and proving that animation could achieve the artistic heights of live-action cinema. Founded by Hayao Miyazaki and Isao Takahata, Ghibli established a house style focused on hand-drawn artistry, environmental themes, and complex characters that appeal to both children and adults without talking down to either audience. Their influence on international perception cannot be overstated. Films like Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, and My Neighbor Totoro introduced millions of Western viewers to anime, serving as gateway works that changed global attitudes toward animation. The studio's commitment to traditional hand-drawn animation in an increasingly digital world influenced countless animators and studios to maintain craftsmanship values while embracing new technologies selectively. Ghibli's storytelling approach, focusing on environmental themes, strong female protagonists, and morally complex narratives, established templates that continue influencing both anime and Western animation today. Their business model proved that anime films could achieve massive international success and critical acclaim, opening doors for other Japanese animated films in global markets. The studio's artistic philosophy, that animation, should capture the beauty and complexity of real life rather than just creating fantasy spectacle, fundamentally shifted expectations for what animated films could achieve emotionally and thematically. Madhouse established itself as anime's most versatile studio, proving that a single production house could excel across every genre and style while maintaining consistently high-quality standards that set industry benchmarks. Founded by former Mushi production staff, Madhouse built a reputation for taking on challenging projects that other studios avoided, from experimental films to complex adaptations that required innovative animation techniques. Their influence spans decades and genres, from Monster's psychological realism to One Punch Man's dynamic action, from Perfect Blue's psychological horror to Summer Wars' digital artistry, proving anime could excel in any storytelling mode. The studio's willingness to adapt unconventional source material expanded what could be considered animatable, encouraging other studios to take risks on unique properties rather than following established formulas. Their director-driven approach gave creators like Satoshi Kon unprecedented creative freedom, resulting in films and series that pushed anime's artistic boundaries and influenced international filmmakers. Madhouse's international co-productions and collaborations helped establish anime as a global medium, working with Western companies while maintaining distinctly Japanese artistic sensibilities. The studio's emphasis on strong pre-production and storyboarding set new industry standards for planning and visual storytelling that other studios adopted and refined. Toei Animation deserves recognition as anime's foundational studio, establishing many of the production techniques, business models, and visual conventions that define the medium while creating some of its most enduring franchises. As one of anime's oldest studios, Toei pioneered the weekly television anime format with series like Astro Boy, establishing production schedules and techniques that became industry standards still used today. Their creation and management of long-running shonen series like Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Sailor Moon proved that anime could sustain massive franchises across decades while maintaining quality and audience engagement. Toei's development of limited animation techniques allowed for television production on tight budgets and schedules, innovations that made weekly anime economically viable and established the medium's commercial foundation. The studio's international distribution efforts, particularly with Dragon Ball Z, introduced anime to global audiences and established the overseas licensing model that supports the modern anime industry. Their influence on genre conventions is enormous. The magical girl transformations, shonen power-up sequences, and dramatic techniques that became anime staples were largely codified through Toei productions. The studio's training programs and talent development created multiple generations of animators and directors who went on to found other influential studios, spreading Toei's techniques throughout the industry. Studio Pierrot established itself as the premier producer of shonen anime adaptations, developing production techniques and storytelling approaches that defined how manga could be successfully translated to television animation. Their work on series like Naruto, Bleach, and Yu Yu Hakusho established many of the conventions for long-running shonen adaptations, including pacing techniques, filler integration, and action choreography that maximize impact within television budgets. Pierrot's development of distinctive character animation styles for different series proved that studios could maintain house quality while adapting to diverse source materials and artistic requirements. The studio's handling of action sequences, particularly in Naruto and Black Clover, influenced how other studios approach supernatural combat, creating visual language for chakra, spiritual energy, and magical effects. Their international success, especially with Naruto's global popularity, demonstrated how shonen anime could achieve worldwide cultural impact, influencing everything from fashion to martial arts interest among international audiences. Pierrot's production management of simultaneous long-running series established industry practices for studio organization, staff allocation, and quality control across multiple projects. The studio's collaboration with mangaka on anime original content and filler arcs created new models for expanding source material while maintaining creator involvement and narrative consistency. Studio Bones revolutionized action animation through innovative techniques, dynamic camera work, and character-driven storytelling that elevated fight scenes from simple spectacle to meaningful character expression. Founded by former Sunrise staff, Bones brought fresh approaches to mecha and superhero animation with series like Eureka 7, Full Metal Alchemist, and My Hero Academia, proving that action anime could combine spectacular visuals with deep emotional resonance. Their development of fluid, three-dimensional action choreography influenced how other studios approach fight scenes, emphasizing character movement and spatial relationships over static power exchange. Bones' work on Mob Psycho 100 showcased experimental animation techniques that pushed the medium's boundaries, inspiring other studios to embrace more diverse artistic approaches and visual experimentation. The studio's emphasis on character animation within action sequences, showing personality through fighting styles and movement, established new standards for how supernatural abilities could reflect character development. Their international collaborations and original productions like Carol Tuesday demonstrated how anime studios could create globally appealing content while maintaining distinctly Japanese creative sensibilities. Bones' influence on superhero anime, particularly through My Hero Academia's success, helped establish anime as a viable medium for Western-style superhero stories while maintaining manga storytelling traditions. Ufotable fundamentally changed anime production by seamlessly blending traditional hand-drawn animation with cutting-edge digital effects, creating a new visual standard that influenced the entire industry's adoption of digital techniques. Their work on the Fate series, particularly Fate, Zero and Fate, Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, established new benchmarks for action, animation, quality, and visual effects integration that other studios scrambled to match. The studio's breakthrough with Demon Slayer proved that exceptional animation quality could drive massive commercial success, creating a direct link between production values and market performance that reshaped industry priorities. Ufotable's development of in-house digital effects capabilities, rather than outsourcing to external companies, inspired other studios to invest in internal technical infrastructure and specialized training. Their approach to adapting static manga panels into dynamic animated sequences, particularly with complex magical effects and supernatural abilities, established new standards for faithful yet enhanced adaptation. The studio's international recognition and award wins helped elevate anime's global prestige, proving that Japanese animation could compete with Hollywood productions in technical excellence and visual sophistication. Ufotable's influence on lighting, color design, and atmospheric effects has been adopted industry-wide, with their techniques becoming standard practice for creating mood and enhancing emotional impact. Gainax revolutionized anime through experimental storytelling, meta-textual commentary, and willingness to challenge audience expectations, creating works that redefined what anime could be artistically and thematically. Their creation of Neon Genesis Evangelion fundamentally changed anime's psychological depth and cultural impact, proving that mecha series could explore complex themes about depression, identity, and modern alienation. Gainax's approach to limited budgets became legendary innovations, turning financial constraints into artistic choices that influenced how other studios approached resource management and creative problem solving. The studio's meta-commentary on otaku culture through series like Otaku no Video created new forms of self-aware anime that influenced countless subsequent works, exploring fandom and media consumption. Their development of distinctive visual styles for different projects, from Evangelion's stark symbolism to FLCL's kinetic energy, proved that studios could reinvent themselves artistically while maintaining core creative philosophies. Gainax's influence on anime's international art film credibility cannot be overstated. Their works are studied in universities and film schools worldwide as examples of animation's artistic potential. The studio's training of influential creators like Hideaki Anno and Hiroyuki Imaishi, who went on to found other important studios, spread Gainax's experimental approach throughout the industry. Studio Mappa represents modern anime production at its most ambitious, taking on high-profile adaptations and original works that showcase how contemporary studios can balance artistic excellence with commercial success. Their approach to challenging adaptations like Attack on Titan's final season and Jujutsu Kaisen proved that newer studios could handle massive franchises while bringing fresh perspectives and technical innovations. Mappa's willingness to tackle diverse projects simultaneously, from zombie horror in Zombieland Saga to historical drama in Vinland Saga, demonstrates modern studio versatility and creative range. The studio's international recognition through awards and critical acclaim has helped establish anime's continued global relevance and artistic credibility in contemporary entertainment markets. Their development of distinctive house styles for different properties while maintaining consistent quality standards influences how other modern studios approach brand management and creative identity. Mappa's production techniques, particularly their integration of digital and traditional animation methods, represent current industry best practices that other studios study and adopt. The studio's success in both domestic and international markets demonstrates how modern anime production can achieve global appeal without sacrificing distinctly Japanese creative sensibilities. Production IG established itself as anime's premier technical innovator, consistently pushing the boundaries of what's possible in animation while maintaining strong storytelling foundations that elevated their technical achievements. Their work on Ghost in the Shell and Psycho-Pass established new standards for cyberpunk animation, creating visual languages for technology, surveillance, and transhumanism that influenced both anime and live-action science fiction. The studio's development of realistic character animation and detailed mechanical design influenced how other studios approach grounded, adult-oriented anime that appeals to mature audiences. Production G's international collaborations, including work with Western studios and original content for global streaming platforms, helped establish new business models for anime production in the global market. Their emphasis on detailed background art and atmospheric design created new standards for world building in anime, inspiring other studios to invest more heavily in environmental storytelling. The studio's successful adaptation of complex source material like Monster and Kemono no Suja Eren proved that anime could handle sophisticated literary and philosophical content without sacrificing entertainment value. Production 1. G's influence on anime's international prestige through festival recognition and critical acclaim helped establish animation as a legitimate artistic medium worthy of serious cultural consideration. Sunrise fundamentally defined mecha anime through innovative mechanical design, complex political storytelling, and technical achievements that established the giant robot genre as one of anime's most distinctive and influential categories. Their creation and development of the Gundam franchise proved that mecha anime could sustain decades-long multimedia empires while exploring serious themes about war, politics, and human nature. Sunrise's influence on mechanical design and animation techniques for robot battles created visual standards that other studios adopted and refined, establishing the visual language for giant robot combat. The studio's approach to serialized storytelling in mecha series, balancing character development with political intrigue and spectacular action, influenced narrative structures across multiple anime genres. Their development of real robot versus super robot distinctions created genre categories that continue to influence how mecha anime is conceived, produced, and marketed. Sunrise's international success with series like Code Geass proved that complex political anime could achieve global appeal while maintaining distinctly Japanese perspectives on power and revolution. The studio's technical innovations in combining traditional animation with early CGI for mechanical sequences pioneered integration techniques that became industry standards. Kyoto Animation revolutionized character-focused anime through unprecedented attention to subtle animation, emotional expression, and slice-of-life storytelling that elevated everyday experiences to artistic significance. Their development of incredibly detailed character animation, capturing micro-expressions, natural movement, and realistic body language set new standards for bringing fictional characters to life through motion. KyoAni's approach to adapting light novels and manga with minimal action into compelling animated experiences proved that anime could succeed through character development and atmospheric storytelling alone. The studio's influence on mo culture and cute character design created aesthetic standards that influenced countless other studios and established new markets for character-focused merchandise. Their tragic loss in the 2019 arson attack galvanized industry support and international recognition, highlighting anime's global cultural importance and the passionate dedication of its creators. KyoAni's emphasis on in-house training and staff development created a distinctive house style that other studios admired but couldn't replicate, proving the value of long-term talent cultivation. The studio's international fan base and crowdfunding support demonstrated anime's global emotional impact and the personal connections viewers form with studios and creators. Wit Studio established itself through cinematic storytelling approaches that brought film quality direction and visual design to television anime, raising expectations for production values across the industry. Their breakthrough work on Attack on Titan's early seasons proved that television anime could achieve movie quality action sequences and emotional impact, influencing how other studios approach high-stakes adaptations. Wit's development of distinctive visual styles for different projects, poured from the pastoral beauty of Ancient Magus's Bride to the kinetic energy of Great Pretender, showcases modern studio versatility. The studio's emphasis on international appeal through universal themes and high production values demonstrates how contemporary anime can be designed for global audiences from the ground up. Their collaboration with streaming platforms and international distributors represents new business models that allow studios to create content specifically for global markets while maintaining creative freedom. Wit's influence on younger studios and creators shows how successful new companies can establish industry credibility quickly through consistent quality and strategic project selection. The studio's approach to balancing artistic ambition with commercial viability provides a template for how modern anime studios can achieve both critical acclaim and financial success.